This herb is bitter, this one is sweet, and this one is spicy. Anyone wielding an axe in these parts is a woodcutter, no? Oh no! Where did it go? I swear I just dug some up.
I'm done. I go, my sack isn't just filled with things. It's full of... I left some marks at places that hold special meaning to me. If you happen to see them, I hope you'll think of me. I'm done.
Cookbop is oh dear, I know Maksun's cookbop is our main selling point, but I make the kimchi and makgeolli that pair perfectly. My cookbop is just My, you must have been hungry. Would you like some kimchi to take home? I know Maksun. My, you must have been hungry. Would you like some kimchi? My cookbop is... Anyone wielding an axe in these they're losing favor with the village's Dangsang god. I'm just a kid and even I know that. Hello there! I'm Dokpa.
My friends call me No Chill. I wish I could help you, truly, but I only deal in furniture, and anything on woodcutters is a trade secret, so... There are quite a few woodcutters who deal with pine. However, I'd say the most famous are found at Solgaji Forest. Though I've never met the woodcutters there face to face, they would always send someone else with the materials. Not sure why.
Excuse me? Say one bad thing about my furniture, and we are done doing business.
I may appear like an ordinary painter, Turd, but I am Sorong, accomplished painter of the Dragon Palette. Aren't you those folks who came here earlier, Turt? What can I, Turt, tell you? I'm not a tour guide, Turt. There's only one woodcutter I know of, Turt. The paintings Botti purchased were always sent to the same place. She had them sent to Solgaji Forest. Never went there herself, though, Turt. When I asked who she knew there, she would just laugh bitterly. I may appear like an...
My dad, mom, my siblings, grandpa, grandma, and even me. We all caught the pox, but the chief saved. Rumors abound of some truly rare herb in these lands, but only those blessed with the spirit of Tebek can see it.
If I had just known my place, I would have never lost her.
Hey there. Excuse me, Mr. Woodcutter, sir? Any chance you know Botti? Adopted daughter of the Bidikongdoks?
The taxman's come to collect.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the current state of Botti Forest?
There's probably not a father in the world as cowardly as me. Why the king of the netherworld hasn't ended my miserable life yet, I have no idea. Every day I live, every breath I breathe is wrought with pain. Is this what they mean by divine punishment?
What? You're Botti's real father? Spill the beans, old man. Tell us everything.
Long ago, when Lord Bonghuang lay slumbering on Mount Ashi, I traveled there, hoping to find some rare lumber to better my fortunes. And yet Mount Ashi was unlike any ordinary mountain I knew of. I lost track of time there, unable to tell whether it was night or day, and so I wandered the mountain until I stumbled upon a lone maiden. She wasn't a normal being like me, but a celestial maiden of Lord Bonghuang named Ogu.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight? Was that why Mr. Turd claimed it went against the laws of the heavens?
In time, Maiden Ogu gave birth to a serpent, the predator and mortal enemy of all birds. To dare birth a serpent where Lord Bonghuang lay in slumber? My beloved Ogu, now stripped of her celestial winged garments, and exiled from Mount Ashi, began to wither away. So I took my child, no, that serpent, and tossed it as hard as I could over the falls. Can't you see? The serpent was killing her own mother with its very existence. And with that, I caused the first death of my own child, Botti. Never did I think she'd survive the fall. I lived on, forgetting her entirely.
Yeah, you could have kept living your fairy tale life with your wife. Speaking of, whatever happened to Botti's celestial maiden of a mother anyway?
She died. Like a fish out of water, the energies of our world proved fatal to her. To revive her, I required the water of life. I snuck a peek at the journal my wife kept, only to discover that she knew Botti was still alive. My wife also knew that once the child became an adult, she would receive a revelation to bring the waters of life to Mount Ashi. Burn down? I did steal the water of life, but I did not set her place ablaze. That wasn't me. I swear, stealing the water of life from her was basically killing her a second time. Why would I ever burn down her home?
Judging from the look on your face, you seem to be telling the truth. Still, you acquired the water of life. Why didn't you save the celestial maiden?
By the time I returned with the water of life, it was already too late. An ominous axe stood where my wife had lain. The moment I seized it, I was awakened to the will of the celestial maidens. Their divine punishment placed upon me was to murder my own offspring once more. I've heard that Botti has become the Mudan Wraith, serving the dead Dangsun tree. Pour the tears of the Jirang maiden, found from tilling these grounds, onto the axe I gave you, and use it to chop the tree down, please. Have mercy on me just this once. I cannot bear to take the life of my child a third time.
Why do we get saddled with your bad karma? So this water of life, how did people even hear about it?
You see, I spread the rumors myself. I sought to impede her in completing her task.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Forget Father of the Year. You don't even qualify as a father!
I gave the water of life to old lady Huacheng of Udur Strait. All I wanted to do was to save my wife.
It must have been the will of the Dragon King to take my son away. The water of life. I've sent it back to where it belongs. For even that cannot bring back those who've already become ghosts.
Is there really no other way than to chop down that tree? Old lady Bidagongdok. She doesn't deserve this pain.
Do you know how Mudong wraiths come to be? They're born from the karma of bringing curses upon others in their lifetime, especially those with a lifetime ahead of them. Now tethered to this world as servile wraiths, even after death. Can you fathom how great of a sin that is? I don't know the reason for her actions, but it's a grave matter regardless. Who will placate the begrudged souls who lost their lives? However, I will still send a prayer to the Dragon King. Go prepare an offering.
Really? Goodness, thank you so much. Allow me to pray with you. The more voices, the better.
I am helping you because I know that child, Botti, and her story. There was a time when her story spread to even the depths of the sea. Our prayers, O Dragon King. His response came swiftly. Please, give me a moment.
But when in the world would Botti have cursed someone? And who would ever want to set her house on fire?
I've received an answer. Do you know of the Sadi flowers?
Sadi flowers? Mr. Turt said something about him at Angler's Point. Botti found them in the Dragon Palace, along with the Water of Life, but forgot to take them with her.
Blood sari, flesh sari, breath sari, and bone sari flowers. Offer up the seeds of just 2, and the Dragon King will bestow you with the Water of Life.
Huh? From the names, those flowers definitely aren't of this world. All we need are seeds? Do we need to make them bloom?
No, these flowers cannot bloom in this world. The Dragon King said the shortage of flowers in the palace created a desperate need for seeds. The seeds were sown by the celestial maidens who followed Bonghong into this world and cultivated these lands long ago.
You're back! Turds! We must visit the Dragon Palace. Dragon Palace is in chaos too. You're back! Here's the Water of Life as promised. Though, this alone won't bring her back to life, turds. But, if you sprinkle it over the dead Dongson tree Botti worships, we can totally revive her soul. Though, unfortunately, those Botti held dearest to her heart during her lifetime will forget of her existence. Turds.
You mean that the Birigongdok couple will forget Botti? But they love Botti so much.
Well, that too is the will of the heavens, turds. The choice is yours. By now, I'm so turtling busy, I must head to the capital to visit our ailing king.
So now we have 2 choices. The axe or the Water of Life. What should we do? Well, for now, let's go back. I'll go ahead and tell them what we know.
Turtaloo! See you again!
I heard from Dolswe. I suppose that it is time to let her go. My energy depletes by the day, while her umbral energy grows stronger and seeps deep into the forest. If this continues, this forest will become a forest of death, where not even the smallest of creatures can survive. I can no longer stand by and watch Botti's sins amass. We must bring this to an end. The choice I will leave in your hands. For even if I lose my memories of Botti, I will follow the will of the heavens.
Then hopefully Botti will come to her senses. I pray that a miracle happens. We must only use this axe to call upon Botti. Once you make a gash in the tree, I'll pour the water of life into it. Then hopefully Botti will come to her senses. I pray that a miracle happens. If we don't get it right the first time, we might end up as her servile wraiths. If I fail, there's no running away without me. Let's put an end to this cursed fit.
You dare mutilate my Tungsan god! A terrible curse upon any who commits such deeds! You dare mutilate my Tungsan god! Please, help me. I want to see my mother, my father.
We'll take you to him. Don't say anything. It's just as Mr. Turk told us it would be.
My heart, it feels strangely empty. I feel as if I've awoken from a long dream. I wonder why I am crying. Could you excuse me just for today?
My, what could you be crying about? There now, shall we go on a picnic?
I'm sure it's nothing, old lady. We all have those days, don't we? But make sure not to skip any meals, okay? Never do anything on an empty stomach. Promise. That was quite the job. Seems that the old lady's power is too strong for the ritual to completely erase Botti from her memory. At least she has her old man. I hope they go on to live there happily ever after. You want to know if Botti got to say her goodbyes before they lost their memories? Well, of course she did.
If only I'd known that this is how I would send you off. I would never have brought you in that day. For every stone thrown against you under this sky, this old woman stands in your place. So, do not wait for me, but be reborn into a life where you will not be abandoned, my dear, and find true happiness.
I hope this means Botti's paid some of the debt that's due in the afterlife. The memories of her may be erased from their minds. Let us pray that she will still rest somewhere in their hearts. But we still have some questions left unanswered. Who set the house on fire? And what made Botti bring curses upon these people? When you were looking for the woodcutter, I went looking for clues as well. From the families of those who'd lost loved ones to the Mudong Wraith. Well, whether in Nampo, Dalbo, or somewhere else, it seems all the victims got on the wrong side of the Hungam or Yungam. Then I met an old man who lost his son to the Mudong Wraith. Though the mental acuity of a man his age is questionable. According to him, his son was in the military before he died, and had been tasked with finding the water of life. Do you know what that son did during his search? I asked around, and apparently, he searched the Beauty Gongduk's house while they were out. While smashing through the clay Jangbok to find any traces of the water of life, he came across some serpent skin. And when they brought it to his lordship, Botti followed them all the way to the Donghae office. She exchanged a few words with the Sato, then silently slunk off and disappeared. I heard his lordship couldn't keep the smirk off his face. Then one day, Botti, who'd been nowhere to be seen, appeared at the Donghae office, screaming her head off while ransacking the place. When she found the serpent skin, she lit it on fire, and, you won't believe this, she transformed into a snake! No, a serpent! That serpent skin turned out to be her lifeline. The officials had stolen her lifeline, so Botti had no choice but to follow them. There's no doubt that they'd been blackmailing her with the skin. Maybe that's why she had no other option than to curse them. But any witnesses are dead and gone. Oh, if she were to curse someone, she would have needed the Dongsan god for the ritual, right? The closer you are to someone, the easier it is to be blinded to their real intentions. Let's head to the dead Dongsan tree.